Hey, ass whackers. Figured it's about a quarter of the way through the season. It's time to put a little video together, just maybe to do a little recap on the first quarter of the season. So let's go ahead and start with where each team is right now. Right now we got at 4-0. We got David Maccabee. His Mac Daddy team is killing it. Is that beginner's luck? Have we finally stumbled across the old dog who finally learned a new trick? I don't know. The only good thing about him being 4-0 is that he's such a super nice guy. I mean, you can't just do anything but respect what he's done. And the only other thing that's really cool about him being 4-0 is that he works with David Irish on a daily basis. And I hope that God he's rubbing it in that he's 4-0. That's just awesome. So good for you, Dave. Then we go to our 3-1 teams. We got Kara and Pat. Since I read actually what CCSD Regulation 5141.2 was, all I'm going to say is I have the utmost respect for Kara. I think she's been a wonderful champion reigning so far, and I wish her nothing but good luck. And then let's go to Pat. As for Pat, he's off to his usual good start. He comes off really fast, and then he just kind of levels out really quickly. And I'm sure he's going to do that this year. I'm pretty sure, he's 3-1 now, so he's probably going to wind up 3-10 at the end of the season. No. He plays David Irish later on, so instead of 3-10, he'll be 4-9 by the end of the season. And then the next best records, 2-1-1. Freaking Mark and Tammy, they tied each other? A tie? That is so fucking gay. No offense, David Irish. Okay, speaking of David Irish, he and Bernie and I, we're all 2-2. But not all 2-2s are created equally. Certainly not. I mean, I'm actually on an uptick. I'm doing all right the last couple weeks. But Bernie, I mean, okay, 2-2. He's a beginner. I'll cut him some slack. I mean, he's not so. What was that? Did you hear whip? Oops. We don't want to bring that up. He's not doing so bad considering that he had to leave the draft early. But that's cool. He did okay. All right. Whew. Then there's young David Irish who's 2-2. Is not so great. What's really cool about his 2-2 though is one of those twos was for me the loss. He scored 77 points against me. 77. Why is that number so familiar? 7. Oh yeah, remember David's one and only epic video last year where he went on and on about how I only scored 77 points. For that one, that was awesome. Yeah, karma's a bitch. And then what's awesome also is that the next week he lost to Maccabee. He only scored 58 points. 58 points? Are you kidding? That's all you could muster? I'm pretty sure David Irish jerks off more times on a Sunday morning watching reruns of Saved by the Bell than 58. Holy shit. That's really fucking bad, dude. Oh, man. All right. Whew. I digress. Let's move on. The 1-3s. We got Brian and Darren and John. Again, not all 1-3s are really created equally. Darren's 1-3 is not so bad. He's really scored a lot of points. He's been playing well up until this week where he's going to wind up being 1-4 because he's playing me. Ha! And then John's 1-3 is not so bad either. At least not until Pat semicolon took a big dump on him. That was pretty awful. Then there's Brian. Brian hasn't even broke the 100-point barrier yet. Leprechaun Afterbirth? You betcha. Now the only question is, after his 3 losses, who's the father? I mean, he got ass fucked all 3 weeks by it was John and Mark and Tammy. So I wonder who the father is. That'll be fun to find out. And then that brings us to our final team. Poor Julie. 0-4. With a team has no name. And a team has no wins, and a team has no dignity, and a team has no hope. Well, except for this week, because she plays David Irish, and so she's going to wind up being 1-4 after this week. All right, ass fuckers, screw off.